Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. Now this week's video is being held here at Buddy's Toys and Collectibles here at 2812 Suite 101 Thousand Oaks. Now if you're in the market for collectibles such as Black Label Series Star Wars figures, DC Multiverse figures, we also have multiple third-party Transformer type figures, as well as Masterpiece figures of various sizes, as well as certain reissues or actual vintage figures. Come down to Buddy's Toys and Collectibles. I guarantee you, they'll try and help you. So this week's figure that we are showcasing is one that everyone has been talking about, and I finally have her. And that is Earthrise Arcee. And I have to say, when I first saw her, even in the promo shots, even in the video reviews, her robot mode is spot on. I like it. Now there are certain things that I'm going to go ahead and nitpick over, but I'm going to do that as the video progresses. I'm not going to do it right now. However, let's go ahead and take a closer look, and as you can see, she is awesome looking. Look at that. Try and keep the glare out. Now the one thing I am kind of disappointed, and I'll probably will nitpick on this one just for a few seconds, is the clear transparent weapon there. They could have given her like they did with the Generations version, you know, where they gave her, you know, two different blasters, maybe even a sword, you know, but they kind of narrowed down. Now I have seen various reviews of this figure. I've also heard a lot of bad talk about this figure. So will I be doing the same? We'll find out momentarily. But before we go ahead and proceed that far ahead, let's go ahead and show off the box. And let's go ahead and take a look at this gorgeous artwork that features our, you know, the pink lady here. And man, oh man, you know, she has the look of her original G1 design, you know. But yeah, I'm liking that artwork here. And of course, like every other Earthrise figure, has that great artwork, which I wish Hasbro would go ahead and release as a poster. But something tells me they're not going to do it. And finally, we got the product shots that showcase her in both robot and vehicle mode. So let's go ahead and turn her around one more time. There we go. Right there. Perfect. Alrighty. So there she is inside the box. So without any further ado, let's get her open. And Optibotimus, forgive me dude, but I gotta quote you. Let's see how cool she really is. Alright folks, there she is out of her box and on her hoverboard. I went ahead and took the initiative to remove the excess backpack. Now, by itself, this is good, you know, to some degree. But with the added backpack, oh god, that's just overkill. So I just went ahead and took that off, and just like in the promotional shots, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down just a bit. This will be, you know, her hoverboard. Now, it's not a bad idea, you know, it's not a bad concept, you know, but I think they could have done more with it. This is just one of the many gripes I have heard and I have seen other reviewers talk about. Now, another thing that I myself have noticed, even before taking her out of the package, is the incomplete paint applications, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Here you have at her waist, you know, the gray paint. You also have the bikini bottoms in pink. You turn her around, pure white. no paint applications whatsoever. Again, I feel this is laziness on the part of Hasbro. You know, so I think there should be some sort of email campaign, like whenever you get an email from Hasbro, especially if you're ordering through Hasbro Pulse, asking you to rate how it was. If you have reviewed this figure and you got it through Hasbro Pulse, put down your concerns, put down how displeased you are, because it seems like that is the only way they're going to go ahead and listen, if at all. But again, that's another gripe that I have on this. But I mean, like I said, the figure itself is nice. I just wish they gave her additional weapons, which luckily for me, a friend of mine told me about the weapons set that was available through TF Safari. So I went ahead and invested in that. That should be coming in the next couple of weeks, and I'll be reviewing those as well. Let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and look at the details on her, and she has a lot of good details. Once the light hits it, you'll be able to see that. You know, she's mostly pink and white. The face, I think it's all white. There should have been some hint of pink. I'm thinking there is some, but it could be reflecting off of the body itself. Like I said, it's not too bad, but again, you know, I'm seeing where other reviewers, or I should say, I'm seeing what other reviewers are talking about. So, like this clear pistol here, it's not bad, but if you wind up dropping it, yeah, you're gonna lose it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this off to the side over here, and we're gonna go ahead and do some review here. So she's got her arms are on a type of hinge joint, so it can go 360. Of course, it does hit this backpack, so as you can tell from the way I'm moving the arm, the only way you can do 360 is by rotating it like that. Now she does have a bicep swivel up on the top. Her arm can bend at over 90 degrees, and the hand can bend in like so. So she's feeling like little prissy over here. You know, and there we go, like so. You know, not too bad. It doesn't rotate though, unfortunately. She does have a waist swivel. Let me go ahead and take her off her sled. Oh, there we go. Alright, so her legs can... Oh, let me zoom out. There we go. Her legs can kick out about 90 degrees. They are unable to kick back no more than that. She does have a thigh rotation. She does have double jointed knees, like so, as you can tell. And her foot can go up and down a bit, but again, this is probably due to transformation. Unfortunately, there is no ankle tilt with this one, so that's going to be a big deal on that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to take some images here before I continue. Then we're going to go ahead and start on transformation. So I will be right back. Alright folks, thank you for waiting. Now, as you can tell, I have her post up with her weapon drawn and everything. So what we're going to do, as I stated before, we're going to go ahead and start with transformation. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to take off this weapon and we're going to put it somewhere where we can see it. Now we're going to go ahead and put the hands on either, or I should say her arms are on either side of her, and put her head like so. Now at this point we're going to go ahead and turn her around so you can see her backpack, or her double backpack. And what we're going to do is we're going to unpeg this portion here like so. Now for those that don't know all that much about the transformation process, this backpack is held by two pegs, one right here and one right here, and they are held by these ports here and here. Now once that's done, what you're going to do is you're going to flip this around and then hold it down. But before you go ahead and just turn that around, you're going to take these two pieces and you're going to open them up like so. Now before you think that's all, there is one more other piece right here on the side. So you're going to open this up, and I don't know if you can see it, but I assure you it's there. There is a tab right at the very bottom, right there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right there. Right there. See that? And that's going to hook up to this port that's right over here. Like so. So I'm going to zoom out. Like that. There we go. And we're going to do the same for the other side here. Alright. Now, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and before we continue on, we're going to lift this primary backpack up by the hinge that's right here. Once that's up, before we continue any further, we're going to take this front piece here, or this piece here, and we are going to try and lift that up. Shit. Alright, well, let's move one of these panels here. That needs to go up, if we can get it out of there. Now remember, this is a very thin piece of plastic. Now let's try the other side. Oh, good God almighty. Oh, hang on, folks. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that side is up, which means we will have enough of a clearance to get this front piece open and up. And that makes up the rest of that front piece of the vehicle. Now all we gotta do now is do this end. There we go. So once that part is over, what you're going to do is you're going to twist Arcee's head around 180. There we go. Now she's facing the inside. Now you're going to go ahead and just tilt her there. You're going to go ahead and move the hands down like so. And now we're going to go ahead and make sure they're inside what I'm going to affectionately refer to as the taco shell. And we're going to go ahead and just try and get this flush. Now one of the things you need to do is push this down because of that the hinge from earlier. Oh, there we go, and that snaps in there, but apparently not all the way. Now this is the thing that a lot of people are having problems with. On one side it will hook up in one section like here and here, but on the other side it will not. Why? Because the portion here is not available here, and this is not going flush. Well, if it does, it doesn't stay flushed. But let's go ahead and move on. Now one of the things you're going to need to do is put the feet in, and we're going to twist the thighs inward. Now remember, don't do what I had done in the past and twist them from the weakest point, which is at the calf and the ankle, because you're going to sure wind up breaking it. Always try and go above the knee or at the main thigh. You twist that around like so, and there you go. Now all you gotta do is fold this up, and you're just going to twist it just a little bit out, so like so. Now once that's there, it's just a matter of making sure that everything is in there. Now one of the biggest issues, and I consider this a royal pain in the ass, is the fact that this has to go in like so, and it has to hook up to these little tabs here on the knees. So now let's see if we can try and get all this flushed, which something tells me, come on, damn you, get in there. I'm sorry, folks. Like, this has been a frustrating process. See, this is what I'm talking about. Certain pieces of this thing just do not go well together. And yeah, that's the vehicle mode right there. And I have to say, I've seen a whole hell of a lot of different vehicle modes, from the Generations line or Legends line in Japan to the oversized version called Arcee, to Leia, to Rouge, and even to the one from Big Firebird. But she is very stylized, but yet, even that backpack has a unique style to it. This, however, is just very, very lackluster. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that I'm not generally pleased with it. And I'm gonna try and zoom in here. As a matter of fact, let me just do that. There we go. And yeah. Needless to say, I'm very disappointed in terms of this vehicle mode. I thought that perhaps it'd be a little bit different, but yeah, no, it's not. This is going to take off a lot of points. So give me a moment to go ahead, get her transformed back up into robot mode, and I'll give you my final score and my final thoughts. Alright folks, I appreciate your patience and waiting. Okay, so as we have right now, we're going to go ahead and take some time to do a size comparison. As you can tell, she sizes up pretty well with Siege Sideswipe. She's a little bit smaller in terms of robot height. However, because of the backpack, she pretty much measures up to him, almost about the same. I also have Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures Han Solo, and she pretty much scales up with him. Yeah, of course, we are talking about two different lines, and I'm probably going to put in a quick sneak peek. This is one of the figures I'm going to be reviewing after the next review, so stay tuned for that one. Anyway, on a scale of 1 through 10, when it comes down to Arcee, robot mode, I will give her an 8.5. Vehicle mode, vehicle mode, a 5. Honestly, and I'm being very, very generous with because of that vehicle mode. Because I tried to go ahead and give it a chance. Honest to God, I did. However, it did not measure up. Robot mode, there are some issues with the robot mode, paint applications being one of them. Around the midsection, around the panty line, and especially around the collar. There are no paint apps on there whatsoever. So that's something that Hasbro is going to need to go ahead and get off their ass and actually try and correct. Because let's face it, I can understand if we're looking to go ahead and do something new with our figures, hence, certain add-on kits. But when we have to buy add-on kits to go ahead and either replace or at least give certain accessories that the figure should have been given originally, yeah, man, come on. Like I said, it's a good figure, and I think I saw on Facebook there was I think it was on Facebook, but I think I also saw it on Twitter. There was someone that made a 3D printout of the parts that go into Arcee's back, very tune accurate, that you could put on there. That will take away her ability to transform, but honestly, the transform mode being what it is, the vehicle mode, it's not that much of a major loss. My only question about that add-on kit is, are they going to make one for Elita 1? Because I am thinking about getting Elita 1 as well, if not as a companion bot for Earthrise Optimus. So I'm hoping that they do make one for her as well. But yeah, that's my take on this figure. I'd like to go ahead and hear from you. Do you have this figure? I know a lot of reviewers have not given it a good review on this. So I'd like to hear your take, in terms of, what can be improved. Of course, I think we all know what can be improved, but I'd like to hear from you nonetheless. So leave your comments and suggestions in the comment box down below. I want you to like, share, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell icon to receive notifications on new figures, or I should say on new reviews. And if you have any suggestions, again, leave them in the comment section down below. If you wish to go ahead and contribute to the channel in any way, shape, or form, there is information on how you can do that in the description box down below. So this is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.